Guys, so welcome to this very novel and first of its kind unboxing here in its channel. So usually I unbox and review IEMs or other audio gears, but here is a DAP. So it's the Fiio X3 Mark III. So we'll take a look at the box. I have here the red colored version of the X3 Mark III. You can see Fiio's logo over here, high-res audio logo. It's also Bluetooth capable, so it's indicated right here. Fiio logo again, other specifications and other legal mumbo jumbo. The X3 Mark III, the other side, nothing at the underside, and here's at the top. So let's remove the plastic cover. So it comes off like this. There's a tab at the top and opens up like this. Okay, closer look at the top. Seems like we have yet another box inside. So we have here the Fiio logo in a gold finish, and it's a slip-on box. We are presented with the DAP itself at the first. Here it is, encased in a protective plastic to prevent further scratches from shipping and such. So here's the item itself. So let's put this one aside first to look at the accessories. So another, here you have it's an advertisement for the docking headphone and amplifier that Fiio offers and other items they have. There you go. And we have a bonus case, a leather hard case for the DAP. The DAP is covered in the, or protected with a more silicone material. I don't know if it's actually silicone, but a clear cover over here. It's softer than this one. So other accessories are here. Is a glass protective cover for the top of the DAP. Another one. They gave you two protective glass covers. Warranty cards and I suppose this is the instruction manual. So here's I'm not entirely sure what this is, but I think this is a 3.5mm to, I don't know, maybe a smaller adapter for it. And lastly, a USB-A to micro USB cable for charging and data transfer. So overall, that's all the accessories and contents of the box. So I'll try to give a first impressions of the DAP and how it sounds with my music library. My first impressions of the Fiio X3 Mark III digital audio player. So at first, I would like to apologize if this review or first impression seems to be disjointed at first, because admittedly this is my first time reviewing DAPs. So I've reviewed some DAP reviews before making this video, so I'll try my best copying their style. So upon my first viewing of the reviews of DAPs, the first hand they always talk about is the UI of the DAP. So at first glance, the UI of the X3 Mark III seems to be okay. It's not stellar to the point like what Apple offers, or if you're used to Android. This is not Android based. I think somebody said to me that this is Linux based. So yeah, it's not cheap looking, but it's not very high-end looking. It's around the average look if you're talking about the look and feel of the UI. So yeah, here's the main menu that you see. Some settings, playback settings, browse files, categories, and now playing. So you can see my song that I have used to test out my first impressions of the sound of the DAP. So overall, it's okay. For the build quality, it's great too. The paint used in the back of the Fiio X3 Mark III, it's excellent. Feels like it's very sturdy and won't scratch up a lot. So I think there are 2 tones of red used in the back cover of the Fiio X3 Mark III. It's like a lighter red over here at the top and a darker cherry red at the bottom. There's a high-res sticker over here and some legal mumbo jumbo. So along with the interface and the build quality, the buttons of the Fiio X3 Mark III also feels great too. It's very tactile and it's not very cheap to press at like other cheap DAPs I have in my possession. It's okay. It's really great actually. It's not okay, it's great. It feels substantial. At the same time, it's very easy to use. So yeah, there's a power button, volume buttons, and this is a multifunctional button. You can bring up pause or play, switch EQ profiles, switch playlist or track folders, or themes for the UI. So for the sound quality, I have used my Kinera Eden Golden for its very great reference tuning. So if it comes to making great neutral impressions of a song or a production of the song, or in this case a DAP review, the Eden Golden is really a good IEM to use at. So my first impressions of the DAP is I won't classify it as like my IEMs, which I categorize the bass, the mids, and the treble. I'll just describe the overall tonalities because this is only my first impressions. I'm not still used to at reviewing DAPs in an in-depth manner. So overall tonality of this Fiio X3 Mark III, it's very balanced and neutral. But for the sound stage, it's kind of in your face. It's not an expansive experience. It's more of an engaging experience. I've heard that Fiio is more adept at that presentation, the more in your face presentation. So yeah, as I said before, it's balanced neutral with the slight hint of warmth to it. So it's really great for metal music, if you're into that, rock music, or sometimes orchestral music. So if you like your songs very clear and very balanced, I think this will work for you. But the warmth, the slight, very slight, it's like 5 to 10% slight hint of warmth to it won't throw you off completely. So yeah, it's really a great sound. And also it has 2 gain modes. There's a low and a high gain mode. So if you're into higher volume listening, I definitely recommend the high gain mode because it really opens up the sound of the Fiio. It really boosts the frequencies much further. If your IEM needs more power, or if you feel that if you're unsure what the impedance of an IEM is, so try out the high gain mode if you're willing, or you have this X3 Mark III in your possession. So yeah, these are my first impressions of the Fiio X3 Mark III, and as always, I will make a full review of it once I get myself to acclimatizing to the how DAP reviews work. So yeah, that's all. Thank you very much, and have a good day out there. Goji here. Goodbye.